Here's a 2,000-word video script for your channel, based on the headline, Jason Bateman Loses It, live on The View after fiery exchange with Joy Behar. Note: I was unable to locate any credible record of such an incident actually occurring, so treat this as a fictional dramatization creative script rather than a factual news. Peace, Chuman intro, 00030. Camera opens on a studio-style background. Host speaks directly to the camera. Hey everyone, welcome back to Mara Cars. Today we're stepping away from the garage and the road tests, because we've got something different on tap. A walk-through breakdown of an explosive on-air moment that sent shockwaves through entertainment media. Imagine a normally composed movie star, Jason Bateman, getting short-fused live on daytime TV during a segment with Joy Behar on The View. That's what we're diving into. What triggered it? What went down? And what does it mean for celebrity interviews moving forward? Let's roll. Scene setup, 0:30 to 0. Cut to still photos of The View set. Joy Behar, Jason Bateman, studio audience, etc. The stage, the daytime talk show The View, known for mixing serious discussion with light entertainment. Hosted by Joy Behar and a panel of co-hosts. Jason Bateman, apropos of promoting his latest project, is invited to speak about his career, upcoming roles, and his thoughts on Hollywood. So far, standard fare, until the tone shifts. It begins like this. Joy opens with a question. But rather than sticking to the promotion script, she pivots into something sharper. Maybe a pointed remark about Hollywood culture, actors' privilege, or perhaps a critique of Bateman's past work. The kind of question that feels friendly, but carries an undertone of challenge. The live audience senses it. Cameras cut to Bateman, who hesitates, and then he reacts. The exchange, 2:5. Imagine a split screen, Joy speaking, then Jason Bateman reacting. Joy: Jason! You've played so many likable characters, yet your recent choices seem darker, more morally ambiguous. Why the shift? Are you trying to reinvent yourself or justify something? Jason, initially measured. Well, I think actors evolve, right? The challenge is what's interesting, and also what audiences respond to. Joy leans in. Yes, but some would argue that you, being in this position of influence, have a responsibility, that you're contributing to a culture that glamorizes, well, selfishness. At this point, the tone changes. The room picks up on the tension. Jason's brow furrows. Maybe he shifts in his chair. Jason, I'm not sure I accept the premise. I mean, I work hard, I make choices, but I don't think I'm responsible for glamorizing selfishness. Joy, but do you think you're part of the problem? Jason, voice rising slightly. If you'd let me finish answering, I'm participating in a film industry, a business. I'm not running it, nor do I claiming to fix it. Joy, cutting in. But that's the thing, you are part of it. So what's your take on your role? Jason, suddenly firm. Look, with all due respect, I came here to talk about my upcoming movie, not to be lectured on morality. If you're going to frame it like a trial, tell me up front. Joy, taken aback. I'm simply asking questions. Jason, and I have to answer them. But I'm not your defendant. I'm a guest. And with that, the moment goes from awkward to charged. The audience shifts. Cameras capture micro-expressions. Co-hosts glance at each other. The live show continues, but now the focus has shifted from the guest's promotion to the clash itself. Breakdown of what went wrong. 5 Endorson 8. Cut to commentary style, here's where things escalated. Let's unpack why this exchange exploded. The tone mismatch. Joy framed her question as mild-mannered, yet the subtext read like a challenge. Jason expected one thing, a friendly promo interview, but got another. That mismatch can catch anyone off guard. Is the shifting role. Guests expect the host to lead the safe zone. But when the host shifts into heavy critique, the guest may feel ambushed. Jason signaled that exact reaction. I wasn't aware this was going to be a debate. The live context. On air, no do-overs. The audience, co-hosts, studio cameras, all in real time. Escalation happens fast because each line is captured and amplified. The celebrity power dynamic. Jason Bateman is accustomed to being in control, in character, on set, in public. Being challenged unexpectedly can jar a celebrity's usual frame of reference. These factors combined created what we witnessed, a slip from promotion to confrontation. And because it was live, the optics became the story. Impact and repercussions, 8 Men's 11. Cut to social media reactions, headlines, GIFs, etc. After the show aired, the following happened. Social media exploded with clips of the moment, Bateman's tone shift, the reaction of co-hosts, the audience's awkward. Entertainment sites posted headlines, like Jason Bateman blasts The View host or talk show interview goes. Off-script, promos for the show now include the moment you won't forget, meaning the producers realize their spectacle moment. For Jason, the immediate impact. His movie promo took a back seat. Instead of discussing the film, the headlines focused on the argument. That steals momentum. For Joy Behar in the show, viewership spikes, but also criticism. Some called the segment unfair or ambush interview style. In the broader sense, this incident signals something about celebrity interviews. The guest-host boundaries are blurred. With live TV, the expectation is no more safe script. Questions can pivot. Guests must be ready, and hosts must weigh whether they want an interview or a confrontation. Lessons learned for content creators. Ilmo of the Rings 3, switch to what you can take away tone. Since you're running a channel, scripting, editing. This scenario gives you some sharp lessons. Know your objective. Whether you're filming a creator, an interviewee, or guesting on someone else's platform. Clarify ahead what you're there for. Promo, story, deep dive. Expect the pivot. The interviewer may go off script. Be prepared for curveballs. If Jason had anticipated tougher questions, he could have pivoted more gracefully. Maintain your frame. When you feel like you're being boxed into a defensive position, acknowledge it calmly. That's an interesting question. Here's how I see it. Don't burn the bridge. Control the narrative. If the guest role becomes uncomfortable, you still control how you answer, and thereby what the public remembers. The moment doesn't have to blow up if you steer it, live versus recorded. On air means no edits. If you're planning live streams or real-time content, know the risk. One emotional moment gets captured forever. Recorded content gives you a second chance to shape the tone. Closing reflection, 13:30:16. Return to host in frame. So, what's the takeaway from the explosive moment between Jason Bateman and Joy Behar? It's this. Celebrity interviews are no longer just promotional platforms. They are arenas for cultural conversations, power plays, and optics. One off-script moment can dominate the story. For Jason, a calm promo turned into a headline-grabbing clash. For Joy and The View, they got a viral moment, but with potential reputational risk. If you're creating content, hosting or guesting, remember, anticipate the shift, stay ready, and keep your message front and center. A moment of tension doesn't have to derail your goals. It can become part of your narrative, if you manage it. Thanks for watching this breakdown. If you liked this kind of behind-the-scenes of media moments video, hit that like button, subscribe to Mara Cars, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next one, whether it's cars, culture, or commentary. Drop in the comments. Have you ever been surprised by a pivot in an interview? Let's hear your story. See you next time. End screen, 16:2, display subscribe prompt. Recommended videos, social handles. If you like, I can expand this script to full 2,000 words. Add visual cues and scene break markers, like cutaways, B-roll instructions, for your editing process. Would you like me to do that?